Hello, I want to give you an in-depth guide of present simple versus present continuous. What's the difference? Present simple is something general that you do every single day, happens every day. Present continuous, it happening right now, happens now. So this is the example of present simple. I go to school every day. She cooks every day. Something that you do every single day. That's called present simple. Present continuous, on the other hand, it happens right now. Something that's happening. I am playing, you're playing right now. And he is cleaning the room. He's cleaning right now. So, no denying. Happens right now. So, this is the formula of present simple. Subject plus verb 1. Now, if the subject is he, she, it, you need s at the end. This is different. She cooks. You put s at the verb. If the subject he, she, it. If the subject is I, you, we, they, I, example here, you don't put s at the end of the verb. Next, for present continuous, the formula is subject, and you need to be now. To be is, am, are. We'll get to this later. This is the video for to be. So there are three to be's, am, are, is. So we use am only for I. If the subject's I, use am. If the subject is you, we, they, use are. If the subject he, she, it, use is. And then your verb 1 plus ing. Ing is very important because tells you that it happens now. I am playing. I am playing. Remember the ing? Now, between the subject and the verb, there is something fulfilling between them. It's called to be. He is cleaning the room. He is your subject. Cleaning is your verb 1. Now, is your to be. Now, let's talk about subject and then in the present simple. In present simple, if the subject is I, you, we, they, you don't put any s at the end. If your subject is he, she, it, put s at the end of the verb. I'll give an example. I drive to the office. I drive. No s. Not I drives. No. But if the subject is he, she, it, he sleeps on the couch. Notice I put s at the end of the sleeps. As well as she. She cooks the meal. So again, if the subject is he, she, it, you need to put s at the end of it. And if it's don't, you don't bother. Okay, this is present simple. So this video is solely for subject. So subjects can be confusing. For example, Mrs. Anderson and I sleep on the couch. If you have more than one subject, you immediately throw to we or they. Now, how do we choose? Should we use between we or they? If you included Mrs. Anderson and I, ourselves, included, we get to we. Mrs. Anderson and I become we, sleep on the couch. Notice I don't put s here. This is not Mrs. Anderson, she, or I. No. More than one guy, immediately you throw it to we or they. If you're included, throw it to we. And if you don't, like this one, my father and my brother are going to the mall. My father and my brother is he and he, but you have two he's now. more than one, either you throw it to we or they. Now, in this subject, you are not included. So you throw it at they. As simple as that. Now this becomes they. They are going to the mall. Notice I use are because you, we, they use are. If this is he, I'm not using are now. So next, my parents are out of town. So this is why I said subjects can be confusing. My parents, if you notice, this is my parent, your parent. In this case, this parent has S, so it indicates more than one guy. So this is both of your father and your mother. My parents are out of town. So if it's more than one guy, immediately throw it to we or they. In this case, you are not in the subject, so we throw it at they. They are out of town. So that's how you do subject. It's very confusing. So then get it wrong. Now, another subject is he. He can also transform into names. Robert is drinking. It's he. My brother is drinking. He. Not only names, it also can be roles. Your brother, your parents, your dad, your uncle. He. Immediately. Same goes as she. Mrs. Anderson, she. My mom is also she. So it can be role or name for subject, he, she, it. Now I want to talk about it. It is anything that's not human. Subject that's not human is immediately thrown to it. The bird is flying. We're talking about one bird now. The bird is flying. This one, the birds are flying. Why do I use are? Because I have more than one bird. As S here. The birds. Bunch of birds. The birds are flying. So this here is not it anymore. Even though this is not human, but if you have more than one it or one bird, immediately throw it to the they. We throw they because you're not included here, like I said previously. The birds are flying. I hope that clears. And then another example, the elephant and the deer. If you think about it, we have elephant and we have the deer. Both are it, but we have more than one it now, so we throw it at they. They are chasing the lion. If the subject is they, the to be should be are, like I've mentioned previously. Hope that helps.